Hey guys, it's Brianna here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Brianna, like I said, and I make bookish videos for you guys as well as some Disney content here and there. I am a full-time social media manager for indie romance authors, so that is what I do for work nowadays. I was previously a teacher, so there's that little cup of tea. Recent update about myself: I now have pink hair, which it's currently wash day, so my hair is kind of gross, but you're not here to talk about my hair. You're here to find out about the books that I'm really excited about. This is gonna be kind of, yes, a May TBR slash a summer TBR. If you don't know this about me, I am 100% a mood reader. The definition of a mood reader. Literally 2 weeks ago, when you guys see this video, it's obviously past time, but about 2 weeks ago, I really was craving thrillers. It literally lasted a week. Like, I'm not really craving them that much anymore. And I go through these weird, like, phases. Right now, I'm kind of just like, well, I don't really know what I want to read. Like, I've been having that a lot recently, and I don't know why. And it's extremely frustrating, to be honest. But I am rereading a favorite, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about that book. Okay, so let's go to talk about the book that I really want to reread. I'm literally in the middle of rereading as we speak, and when you guys see this, I'll probably be done with it, but it's Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. This is the Mystic Box edition. Please don't ask if you can get this copy anymore. Literally everybody is trying to find this edition, and unfortunately it has been out of print. Mystic Box does not bring back covers very often. I think they've only done it for Penelope Douglas with the Corrupt series, and that's it. Clearly it didn't happen, but it's okay. What was it, 2 months ago, maybe? About 2 months ago, I really wanted to get into fantasy romance, romantasy, however you want to call it, it's still the same thing. And it hasn't happened because there has just been so much going on that I haven't been able to do it. And I feel like I can't really get into any of them until I've read, like, in my opinion, the most, like, quintessential, like, fantasy romances. Like, don't ask. I know. I need to. It's on my TBR, okay? I really want to do the dramatized audiobooks because I feel like that's just going to be a really fun experience and to really get me excited about reading fantasy romance. So this is going to be first up. So I literally have the entire series right here. And have I read it yet? No, but it's okay. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'll get to it in May. That's the goal. And then obviously the other one is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. Another extremely popular, in my opinion, quintessential fantasy romance. And I still haven't read it yet. And Jennifer Armentrout is like one of my favorite authors, and I'm a terrible fan at this point, but I'm trying, okay? Another series that I'm really excited about, that I actually met this author. I think I've met her. Did I meet her before? I think I did. Anyway, she has a fantasy romance series out. I actually have the first two. She just released book 3. Can't remember the title of it off the top of my head. But the first book is The Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. Second book is The Kingdom of Blood and Betrayal. So these are like the discrete alternate covers. I prefer these. I just really like the design of them. I just think they're really cool. So I'm really excited about these. And plus they're not, you know, compared to like From Blood and Ash, they're not that big. And I hear they're amazing. So I'm really excited. Another one that I need to finish. Now that's the thing. Actually, I actually have 2. So I'm really doing it here. First up, this is book 1, but I've got to finish book 4, which is The Fae Princess. This is part of the, what is it? I don't even know the name of the series. The Never King series? I don't know, by Nikki St. Crow. This is a dark Peter Pan retelling, reimagining, whatever. It's a why choose, so it's a reverse harem. If you don't know why I don't say reverse harem, please do your research. I just choose not to. I choose to say why choose instead. But anyway, I really need to finish the series because it's so good. And then I don't have a physical copy, so I'll put it up here. But I need to finish the My Deaf series by S.T. Abbey. I have been reading it for 2 weeks now. which I feel like is weird because I feel like most readers get through it within a week. But to be honest, I have been really busy. Like mid-April until literally the end of May, I'm going to be busy every single weekend. It's just that time of year where, you know, my brother, oh my God, my brother's graduating college. I pray to God not. He is finishing high school this year and he has his graduation at the end of May. There's literally something to do every single weekend. So I haven't been able to finish it. I'm literally on book 5 in the middle of it. I had to put it down because there's another book I gotta get to, and then I'll jump back in and then we'll finish it. I also want to get to, I'll put the cover up, but Lovely Violent Things by Trisha Wolfe. This is the second book to Lovely Violent. Oh, I can't even with the titles. They get me every single time. But anyway, this is the second book to this like romantic suspense, like thriller type series. It's really good. And how can you not? Like, the cover is absolutely stunning. So gotta read it. I'm gonna jump around because there are some books that are like a really high priority for me. So I also really want to get to Bone Tides by Amo Jones. This is her newest release, and if you've read a book by Amo Jones, you know to go into them basically blind. If you don't know that about Amo Jones, she writes dark romance. She is one of those authors that you're just like, what? There's just something about the way she writes her books that it just completely blows you away. Like, you get sucked into the story and then she throws a curveball at you that you are not expecting. So I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, it is her newest release and I cannot wait. Everybody that's read it so far has already said that they are obsessed with the book. So I am really excited. Another book that I've got to get to is A Sinner by Chantal Tezier. I read The Ritual literally, I think, around the time that it released. You probably can't tell, but it's literally right there. I love The Ritual. Like, it's one of my favorite books. And almost on a daily basis, I see somebody post about, there's now 3 books, so I'm even more behind. They post about one of the 3 books, and I'm like, I still haven't read book 2 or book 3. And I need to do that as soon as possible because I really liked The Ritual, and I hear it gets even better. So I need to change that. The next book I'm really excited about is That Sick Love by, is it Jessie Hall? Yes, this is a dark stalker romance, and I hear it pretty much beats out Zaid from Haunting Adeline, and you have me curious because I love Haunting Adeline, and it is one of my favorite duets. It's one of my favorite characters. Zaid is one of my favorite book boyfriends. Like, he's just, and I hear this character from this book, I forget his name because I see him all over social media, and I hear he's even more crazier, and I'm like, but how? Like, Zaid is on a whole nother level, and you're telling me this character beats him out? Oh, okay. So I'm really excited about that one. Of course, my iPad. So just in case you know, I have my iPad with like my list of books right here. So if you see me looking down or anything, that's why. The next book is A Rune of Roses by, K.F. Brain. This is a dark Beauty and the Beast retelling, and if you don't know, like I said in the beginning, I'm a Disney fan, so the fact that I still have not gotten to this one is kind of embarrassing. I have been really excited about this one because there's just like, maybe it's just the bookish people in us, like we seek out Beauty and the Beast. Like, that is probably the most prevalent retelling, obviously. I feel like that one, I'm not saying it's the easiest, but it's the easiest one to like translate into a book. Like, personally, I would love to see more of the Lion King retellings. Emily McIntyre did a book called Scarred. I love that book, and it's literally the only one I know of, at least in like the romance community that exists, that's a retelling of the Lion King. So a lot of them are harder to like create a retelling of, and I feel like Beauty and the Beast is like the most prevalent. Anyway, I can go off on a whole tangent about Disney. Next up, I'm really excited about The Badge by Lena Hendricks. Yeah, I have been very curious about her books probably for about a year now. A lot of people are raving about hers. She's kind of like this small town romantic suspense, and I'm really excited because, like I said, a lot of people have been raving about her books recently, and it's definitely on my radar, especially with this particular series. It just truly has me like enamored and wanting to know like what's happening, why is everybody loving this book, like what's going on. So I'm really excited. Next up, we have Paradise by J.A. Lowe. This one, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Christy from Read with the Wines on TikTok. She talks about this series all the time. She says it's super spicy. It's basically they're like on this island and she is blindfolded and she doesn't know who's doing what to her. Like, excuse me. I don't know. It sounds like a really interesting time, so I'm really excited about it. Except I have Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. Let me preface this by saying that yes, I have this book, but I literally have every single one of her books on my TBR because I have not read her books yet. I know you guys are gonna come after me in the comments. I know. But wait until I tell you the next author too. It's gonna have you like reaching through your device to tell me to read them. I know. I'm working on it, okay? But she writes small town romances and I'm really excited because I think this one was like best friend's brother or like best friend's little sister, something like that. Something like taboo, forbidden like that. I can't remember which one it was. But next up I have one that literally everybody is talking about right now. It's called Pucking Around by Emily Rath. This one is a chunky book. I've heard it's like 700, 800 pages. Excuse me. I am really excited about this one because it is a wide choose hockey romance and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I think it has paranormal elements. I could be completely wrong on that. But I remember somebody saying something, or maybe it's one of her other books. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really excited about it. Next up, we have A Soul to Keep by Opal Rain. The fact of like, this is like a monster romance and it involves like dustwalkers. I am extremely intrigued by reading more of monster romances. It's definitely a genre that I'm still new to, which is weird to say because to me, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I'm still new to the genre. So if you know more about monster romances, please feel free to correct me on this. But I feel like monster romances is just kind of like a subgenre of paranormal, right? Because you have all these like supernatural creatures like wolves, dustwalkers, like demons and stuff. Those are supernatural creatures. That's paranormal. So I come from the Twilight era, which is paranormal, and Twilight is one of my like, it is the reason I read today. It's no shock that I would be really in love with monster romances. Like, it doesn't surprise me because I love paranormal. Like, that is my first love, is the paranormal genre. So I don't know, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like monster romances is literally, it's paranormal. It's just, it's hard. Like, I feel like this is why people have a hard time explaining it, because it's almost like, yes, it's paranormal, but like, it's different, you know, if you know, you know. That's all I got. Another monster romance that I'm really excited about is The Dragon's Bride by Katie Robert. This released like over a year ago and I still haven't read it. I mean, I don't know. There's at least like, how many books out now? Like 4? I don't know. I don't know. Actually, you guys can see her book right there. I still need to continue this series by Ashley Bennett. I still haven't read book 2, which is Tentacles and Triathlons. And this was an MM. I think it's with a Kraken, I think. Or something. I haven't read it yet. I'm terrible, I know. But Ashley Bennett is one of those. Okay, also let me say this too. With monster romances, I feel like it's a lot more of like the dark romance genre, which makes sense because again, it's paranormal romance, so it usually has those darker themes. However, Ashley Bennett, hers are more so like the sweet, very fluffy. They're steamy, yes, but like the fluffy, just the very sweet. Like the hero in Muscles and Monsters, he is the sweetest little, he's not little, he's huge, he's a wolf, you know what I mean, but he's super sweet. Like Atlas, oh my god, I love him. So this one's not dark, so let me definitely say that. So if you are new to monster romances, I would highly check out Ashley Bennett. I like to recommend hers as much as possible. And then you guys know how I mentioned an author that y'all are gonna be like, Brianna, why haven't you read it? I don't know, guys, like I'm trying, okay? The other author that I desperately need to get to is Elsie Silver. I know y'all are gonna come after me in the comments. I know. I promise I will get to her books. as soon as possible. If you don't know, which you have truly been living under a rock, like, I feel like everybody but me has read her books, and I have some major FOMO at this point, but she writes small town, like, southern cowboy romances, and she has a full series out, which consists of 4 books, and she has a series that now has 3 books with a 4th book coming out. I can't remember if it's like this month or if it's in June, but it's soon. So clearly it's about time for me to start, and I haven't done it. Another author, I've started her books. Before y'all come after me, okay? Like, give me that one, okay? Another author that I really want to work towards her backlist, because I am obsessed, is QB Tyler. I don't have like specific books that I really want to get to, because like, I just want to get to all of them. I think, again, don't come after me, I know. I think the only one I've read so far is Love Unexpected. Age Gap Perfection in a book, let me just tell you. I have been dying to read more of her books. I read her novella that she did for, I think it was like a holiday, like Christmas themed bind up or something or whatever, and she had a novella of like this new couple that she was going to be writing about, which she then turned into a full-length book, which I think the title is like Always Been You or something. That one is a forbidden like step brother sister, they're not blood related or anything, and I have been dying. Like, I was obsessed with that novella. I was like, she really needs to make a full-length book because of this, because I'm obsessed with this couple and it's only a novella. And then she made the book. Have I read it yet? No. Shocker. So yeah, just let me say this really quick. I realize that this is a lot to put on 1 month, but like I said, I am also a mood reader, which means probably 80% of these books I will not actually get to, because that is the type of reader I am. I don't really set TBRs anymore, to be honest. I kind of just set them as like hopefuls, like books that I really want to get to by the end of the month or the end of the summer, whatever. I kind of just try to set it for like the quarter or whatever. So it's kind of hard for me to say that I'm going to read all these, because I won't. I'm not going to lie to you. I won't. But these are books that I definitely want to get to soon, because like I said, I know I've talked about From Blood and Ash and ACOTAR already on this channel, and I still haven't read them, and here we are in May and I still haven't started them. So hopefully, now that this is going to be at least the second video that I talk about them, that I'll get to it. So we'll see. But other than that, those are all the books that I hope to get to soon. Please let me know. I know y'all are going to come for me. I already know it. But let me know if you guys have read any of these. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that hasn't read any of these, so yeah. But other than that, I will catch you guys in my next video. All of my social media links are down in the description. I would really love it if you guys would stick around and subscribe. Please like this video, and until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.